Ambition keep me up late. My visions keep me up late. I can't sleep, I'm on the paper chase. My coke great, fiends love the bass. We loud, niggas love the taste. It's the superior.
Welcome to the Cubby. Welcome to the Cubby. Another episode. This is round number 3. Just like a heavyweight fight. We trying to go for 5 rounds, but we here at number 3. So
heavyweight fight to be like 10 rounds though, but
maybe. I don't know.
But it's all good, you know.
Good.
Numbers don't matter.
I've been wrong.
Numbers do matter. Actually, it's a fact. It's about the bat.
Not in the Cubby.
That is. Well, actually, this is a good transition of what the Cubby rules are. So welcome to the Cubby, y'all. Thank y'all for joining another episode here at the Cubby. We got a couple people with us. We got 2 heavy hitters in here. Here in the Cubby. So we're just gonna let them introduce themselves one more time. They're part of the Cubby Cast, as usual. Make sure you check us out on Instagram at the Cubby Cast. Look for all our events that we got coming out, because we got something coming out special for you guys this weekend. But I'm just gonna let them introduce themselves.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Cannon CT. Follow me on Instagram, Cannon J Thomas. Yeah, man, we in here.
Cool. What up, world? Mr. Miserable. J-Dub Deuces on IG. Catch me there if you can.
Catch me there if you can. Hi, Leonardo. Leonardo
That boy
DiCaprio.
mysterious.
But yeah, so we're here, and I'm so glad that we're all here. We got Jay. This is the first time here, but he's been a long-standing member back in the doing the groundwork to try to make this happen. So I just want to welcome him. We got some other members in the back. We got all our Cubby Cast members here. Yeah. We got your man, the great Bambino in. Russ is in here, and of course we got GP Music World. Make sure you check him out. But we're here for another edition, and the reason why we come here, the Cubby got rules, don't we?
Yeah.
Cubby definitely got
That's
rules.
the only thing we count.
That's the only thing that really counts.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to list them off for you guys, as you know it. And if you were listening to our past episodes, you already know what the first one is, but I'm going to say it anyway. The first rule of the Cubby is, there are no rules of the Cubby. Second rule of the Cubby is, whatever you bring, you got to finish. I'm not going to lie, we brought a lot of stuff in here today, Jared. I don't know if we're going to finish it, but you know it's a rule. Third rule is be yourself. Ain't nobody worried about you in the Cubby. Fourth rule is stay on your P's and Q's, because you never know what happened in the Cubby. Fifth rule, gotta get serious on that one. Fifth rule, and most important rule, you only get 3 times in the Cubby. So once those 3 times are up, those 3 times are up. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into it, guys. So you know our topic for the day. We have our 3rd episode. So this is a very important episode. We're going to talk about Gamora and what that means to us as a group, as men, as a society, for my community, but not only my community, but the community at large. So Gamora, and it has something to do with sacrificing.
Yeah.
What have you sacrificed in order to be where you are? What got you here more than likely won't get you there. So what were the things that you put away with in order to get there? So I want to get you guys' opinion on it, because I know you guys are strong-willed men that are determined. Man. So tell me what your idea was and what you think sacrificing it.
So just off the rip, man, time is probably the most precious thing I ever had and ever will have. You can't get it back. Get it back, and at the same time, it's created. Our own concept of it.
Michael J. Fox got it back.
Did he?
Yeah, it was called Back to the Future.
I don't know if he got it back. The man look like he's losing time right now. Like he's losing time right now.
That's actually a fact. That's an actual fact.
You're gonna call out the man's Parkinson's?
I mean, you brought him up.
You brought him up.
I would be doing a disservice if I didn't talk about his current state of affairs.
Okay, so sacrifice it.
Yeah, man, time. Whatever you want to do, you got to put the time in. It's not too many things that you can do without putting in time. Whether that's your chick, your lady, whether that's your work, even taking care of your dog. You got to put some time in.
So let me make sure I understand this correctly. A good tool or a tip to what got you here won't get you there is sacrificing your time. Is that the only thing that you need to sacrifice in order for you to get to a second point?
Nah, it's not the only thing. It's just probably the most important thing, because everything occurs within time.
Within time. Jay, what you think? What's your opinion on? I call it Gamora because I love the Avengers, and Thanos threw Gamora off a cliff to get to what he really wanted.
And
so
he
Jay,
shed a tear.
And he
shed a tear. Yeah, that's
and the man, I ain't see a man blink the whole movie. So him shedding a tear had to be something crazy.
Yeah.
So Jay, what you think? What's your things that you would identify for you to sacrifice to get you to the next level?
Well, with Canon, time was a real big one for me. Yeah. But I think for me, the biggest thing I had to sacrifice or put to the side is my pride. right? So me as a man of pride and principle, I felt like there's certain things I wouldn't do, certain things I wouldn't allow myself to do. But over time, it's like, listen, if I want to get to where I got to get to, I'm going to have to put that to the side and keep on pushing.
So when you sacrifice your pride, because you know this kind of brings back to that being real, being kind. Like, when do you sacrifice your pride? When do you decide, like, yo, this is a time where pride got to go to the side?
It's a tough decision. It's not always easy to be like, all right, this is the time. But you just got to think, is the juice worth the squeeze? That's my analogy right there, right?
Gems.
So is the juice worth the squeeze? Is whatever I'm sacrificing, so for example, pride or time, is that worth the end goal? Is it of course, it's all temporary sacrifices. Giving up that pride temporarily or that time temporarily, is it worth?
I got a question. When you talk about your pride, you sacrificing your pride. What does that particularly mean? You talking about with your lady? You talking about at work? So let's get
Is
a
it
good
another man just saying something to you? You just swallow it.
That's part of it, right? So when you at work, and then you get your director or your supervisor like, listen, this got to be done. You got to get this done. It's like, damn, like I ain't really trying to do that, but for the chase of the bag or for the chase of the promotion, you like, you know what? At first, this isn't something that I want to do, but I'm gonna do this temporary sacrifice.
Pride
of my pride.
So can I give you a scenario and you tell me if this is gonna be
that can't be Gamora then? No, wait. That can't be Gamora because Gamora gone.
Well, Gamora been gone. Your pride can't
gone.
be gone.
Pride
Your pride coming back, so that can't be the Gamora.
Wait a minute.
Because once Thanos threw, because he said he gonna reactivate that process. Just for a little bit, I'm gonna put my pride to the side and then I'm gonna reactivate it. Gamora ain't getting reactivated. I think that's the only Avenger or whatever the hell she is ain't coming back.
You ain't see the second one though.
I
don't know. Somebody said dig deeper.
I think you're bullshitting. You know Gamora ain't coming back.
She fell like 25,000.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Gamora not coming back. So just to Cannon's point, when you say you got to get it back, that's not the true definition of where we're trying to go. We're trying to say, what are you eliminating out of your life in order for you to get from point A to point B? I'll give you an example.
Yeah,
so like for me, there's been a lot of people in my life that I've sacrificed. Let's talk about family.
People.
Let's talk about moving away, having that distance of a relationship because I'm pursuing something. I think a lot of us in corporate America, what we do is we say, let's put the family on hold. Let's put the relationship on hold. Right. Let's go ahead and put our pride on hold in order for us to move to a second point. So my question to you guys is, my example that I got to give is, I've done a lot of things in my life to not really stay in contact with people that I stayed with in the past because they're not on my same journey. So I want to know, have you guys had that experience with family or friends or?
Man, absolutely, bro. There, from Detroit, man. It's a beautiful city, but some of the stuff is true. And
I have no idea what that means.
So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's a beautiful city, but some stuff is true. And so at the same time,
was 8 Mile a complete?
Nah, that wasn't true, man. He ain't even live in Detroit. He ain't live in Detroit.
That wasn't Detroit.
He was on the other side of 8 Mile. 8 Mile is what separates Detroit from other cities.
So there's one street that's 8 miles that separate everything.
It ain't 8 miles. It's just the 8th mile.
So none
from
of this
downtown.
shit is true.
No. It's 8th mile from downtown. That's all it is. That's all it is. Once you cross 8 Mile, you in a whole nother city. But I digress. Anyway, what I'm saying is that some people that you hung out with in high school, right? Even middle school, if you want to go that far back, they on a different wave.
So do you sacrifice the kid?
And you got to sacrifice them because you can't. Because look, this is the most important thing. You are the summation of the 5 people you hang around with.
That's actual fact.
Right? Is that keeping it real if you're really going to put them to the wayside because you want to
That's
get
keeping
to
it
another
real.
level?
You always got to keep it real to yourself at the end of the day. And so if you recognize that, the 5 people I hang out with are like the average of me, I gotta put some new people in this room, in this circle. I gotta get in the bigger room. I gotta sacrifice who I used to be to get where I want to be. I gotta throw Gamora off this long bridge.
So Gamora, let's describe Gamora. Gamora, in some sense, is sacrificing your time.
Yeah.
Sacrificing the people that you may hang around back, whether it's back in Detroit, whether it's back in New York, whether it's back in something of some sort. Those are your Gamora. Is there another Gamora that you can put out to the people to let them know, like, sometimes this is what you're gonna have to do?
Love.
Gotta sacrifice love. I thought love was love. That's part of one of the segments, bro. You can't just throw out love.
I mean, if you haven't felt like you in love before and you at the age of 26, 27, then maybe, I don't know, but I feel like you go through different transitions of love, but at some point you move on, you grow. If you're not growing, you're dying. So
is that love? Let's talk about it.
Sometimes you gotta love somebody from afar.
Okay. Okay. So you're sacrificing So you're sacrificing that close proximity, that physical touch to them in order for you to get from point A to point B.
Sometimes you sacrifice that relationship y'all used to have
in order to move. Jay, do you feel that way?
I feel like
you feel like love can be sacrificed?
Nah. I don't
love
feel
can't
like,
be sacrificed?
Nah. I mean, but I have a different definition of love, but that's for...
You got to get into that thing.
I mean, well, I think...
Unpack that.
I think love is like energy. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it can be stopped. I feel like it could simply be like transferred or changed from situation to situation. I don't believe in like that whole concept of... I don't believe in that whole concept of in love. I think love is love.
Love is love. Facts.
He ain't lied. Not one lie.
Who's gonna get that sentence for me? That was a tee up. That was a tee ball for me. Cause I'm gonna knock that shit out the park.
But I feel like when it comes to relationships, I don't feel like... I think it all depends on the people that you associate yourself with. So if you had people in your life at 15, 12, and you were like, damn, this person might not be good for me in the long run, but they good from 12 to 18, then that was just something that you knew at that point in time. But I feel like over time, if people can grow together, and I don't think it's necessary to cut that relationship off. Because I got people in my life that I've been close with since 12.
And you still love them?
Still love them, still close with them. Nope.
Not one?
Not one.
Not one.
Well, that's fine. You gotta have your foundations. You gotta have your things that you do. But let me ask you guys this question. To stem off what we're talking about and kind of bring it together, sacrifice is a big key. So can there be any success without any sacrifice or tragedy in your life to overcome?
Nah.
So,
I don't think so.
Everyone needs a Gamora.
Yeah. You need something to sacrifice. You got to give something to get something.
So the people that never had a Gamora, do you think they're going to be as successful in the long run?
I don't even think you can go through your life without ever having a Gamora.
So everybody need a Gamora.
You may just not even know what your Gamora is.
Let's identify. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, some people don't even know how they've been sacrificed, and they just been living in this situation where they sacrifice what they could be.
So they don't put the value on who Gamora is, but they have a Gamora.
Like somebody who always wanted to be a dancer, but that's what they sacrificing it every day. They not chasing their dream. Every day they go into this job knowing they hate it, thinking of ways they could blow it up, thinking of different ways they can get creative with how they sick this day, how they got in a car accident. They sacrificing what they really want to do.
So their dreams.
They sacrificing their dreams.
To sit in a cubicle with a stapler that only got 3 staples in it.
And you always got to ask John, where are the rest of the staples?
The staple only got 3
staples. He always don't know.
And they're not the long staplers, they the short ones. So when you try to push it, they only staple like 3.
They don't. And why the first staple don't never work?
First staple never work.
I got a real problem with that, but I'm gonna leave that alone, man.
You asking the wrong person. All right, but to be honest with you, I think we put out some good ideas here. In order for you to be successful, in order for you to work, may or may not be, I think there has to be a Gamora. And if you haven't watched the Avengers yet, she dies.
Spoiler alert.
She dies.
And if you ain't watched it yet, that's your fault. That's irresponsible, honestly.
No, she just dies.
This is irresponsible.
To the voices in my head when they tell me I always had something to believe in. As long as I got something to believe in. As long as I got something to believe in. As long as I got something to believe in.
So the next segment we're gonna get into, which is my favorite segment that I have here. I speak about facts, because facts is a major point. And without facts, there's a whole bunch of opinions and lines, but it always comes down to the root cause. So it is called fact. So I want to ask you guys a question, which is a factual statement for me, to be perfectly honest with you.
Ask a question about a fact.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you guys a question about a fact.
In the form of a fact.
In the form of a fact. Let's hear this.
Women sacrifice more than men. Facts.
Oh, man.
Can't say nothing on that, can you?
You know...
Wait, what?
In what aspect? In what aspect?
Every aspect.
That's a little too broad, man. That's vague and ambiguous, bro.
What do you mean fake and big?
That's vague and ambiguous. That's all I'm saying.
What?
You got to define that. It's too much.
Women sacrifice everything more than men do?
Everything?
I could prove it.
Prove it then.
Okay.
Fact, man.
Let's talk about family.
Okay.
Let's talk about career.
Okay.
What are they doing or giving up or sacrificing their body for a family? They having a baby.
Yeah,
I don't think women understand how that impacts their body as much.
Yeah,
they're having a baby.
It's a sacrifice.
So that's just family wise, right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about professionally. They gotta take time off work.
They do.
I take time off because my throat don't feel good. They take time off because they having a baby.
Okay.
That's a major sacrifice they have to do. Now let's talk about dealing with men.
Okay.
Y'all know how we do sometimes. sometimes we more geared on our potential and our goals more than them. They're just not suited to do that. They want to build community. We're hunters, man. We go out, we go get the buffalo, we bring it back, ask you to go ahead and chef that up for me. That's just that. That's their role. So for me,
I'm gonna push you back on that.
I believe
I'm gonna push you
that they
back on
sacrifice
that.
more than men.
It's a different type of sacrifice.
Ooh, okay.
It's a different type of sacrifice because the man got to go out and make sure he provides for his family.
Yeah, he could get hit in the head with a spear.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he has a dream of being a rapper, SoundCloud.
That's a little bit too
That
broad.
dream go to the side.
that dream is
family.
done.
Yeah,
You
we
need
gotta
some
provide.
bread on the table right now.
So wait, she can't go get the bread?
But you just said she took off work.
You just said
She
that.
did take
You
off
I'm
were-
just
work.
going with
Right.
your facts, man.
Facts.
I'm just going with your facts. You said she took off work.
She did.
He can't take off work.
Well,
He ain't going on vacation. He ain't hanging out with the boys no more. We all got that homeboy that he got the baby. He a little different. You know, women got it too, but he just a little different.
What do you mean? He gotta be different. What you mean? He got a baby.
He just don't come out the same. He don't even
Right,
laugh,
he can't
he don't
even
even laugh
come
at the
out.
same jokes.
He can't even come out.
He don't even laugh the same. You know what I'm saying? He be like, dude, that used to be funny. He be like, nah, man. I got my little son now, so
you want to know the reason why? Because he tastes some of that Similac.
basically,
and then the jokes
that's a
go away.
sacrifice, man. So it's a joint sacrifice, man. That's a team effort. That's a team
Well,
effort.
it's all teams, but I believe facts. The women has to give up a little bit more, especially in this day and age,
It's a different type of sacrifice.
for the team to be successful. There's a lot of things that women go through that they go through internally that we not gonna understand. And I'm not trying to. Wait, let me make that clear.
Okay.
I don't want to understand.
Okay.
I just want support, and I'm gonna support you.
Right.
Facts.
Right. So what about the woman who doesn't have a child yet? What is her sacrifice? And what is the man's sacrifice in that same
That's a
role?
good. There we go.
In terms of what?
At our
give me
age,
a
we
category.
may not all have children. You know, we may not all have children. We may know one person with a child,
I know a couple people.
you know, or more than one.
I know about 7.
Okay. You know a lot.
7.5.
I'm saying though, everyone at this age may not have that same kind of relationship where they providing for their family. They just dating. What are the sacrifices in those relationships?
In terms of just the relationship,
Just the relationship. They don't have a kid. They ain't even got a house together. They sleep on each other's bed in an apartment. They
and
not
you're
really there
asking
yet.
me, what is she sacrificing in order to be with the
And
dude?
what is he sacrificing?
So even take a step back outside of relationships. What's the single woman sacrificing?
Okay.
Dealing with men's bullshit.
I mean, that's a big one.
That's a
a big one.
one.
that's a
Ask me a question.
that's a bilateral
You gave me one.
sacrifice.
That's a bilateral.
bilateral.
That's a human sacrifice.
men gotta
We,
sacrifice that
we
too.
on some bullshit, y'all. Don't let me go ahead and start listing them out. We on some bullshit sometimes, and y'all know we on some
I
bullshit.
think humans on bullshit.
now it's gone.
Talk
Now it's
about
universal because it's 2018. We got
It's
the universal.
humanity, man.
fine.
Bullshit is almost synonymous with humanity.
That's fine. But then I got another fact for you. Women go through 3 levels of maturity. Men
Okay.
go through 17. Facts.
17.
17.
How that relate to sacrifice?
Because for the woman, if she already done her 3rd level and we on number 5, she got 12 more to go. I'm gonna prove it to you.
Okay.
So let's think about it. Women has to go through 3 levels. 1, they gotta get hurt. They'll never be with a woman that has never been hurt because she's too naive.
I don't know if they all agree with that.
Second, she gotta go ahead and do her thing. Forget dudes. Forget what they want to give me. Forget where they at. Forget me chasing them. I gotta do that. And then third thing that she gotta do is to say, like, listen, this is what I want. Clear definition of what I want. If you don't get a woman, which leads me to another thing about women don't know what they want. Facts.
Never.
But they could get as close as possible. And if they do that, they're ready for that next step. Dudes, we go through a little bit something different.
Yeah.
You about to list all 17?
Nah, I ain't gonna leave. I'm gonna give you cliff notes.
Give me a summary. I
I'm
need
gonna
a
give you cliff
summary.
notes. Dudes go through a whole bunch of other things. We could get hurt. We could pretend like we not hurt. Then we assume that she hurt. And then it goes back to us identifying what it is that we're hurt about. Then we got to get through the whole career thing. Am I at where I'm supposed to be? Don't I want to be a rapper? Nah, I want to be in politics. No, you don't. You want to work at Subway. I don't know.
Yes, I do.
But it's something that you got to get over.
Right.
So for me, women mature faster than dudes. Wrong or right?
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's a fact.
Scientific fact.
That's a fact.
So because of that, they know what they are able to deal with a little bit earlier on. For us, we got to mature into it. We got to grow into it. Facts.
I think we just got different responsibilities.
Roles you talking about? I think it's
Responsibilities.
another episode.
Responsibilities. And that's why we go through so many different levels
You
of
talking about
maturity.
gender roles.
Yeah.
Another episode.
Okay.
Another
I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave that on the
You
table.
gonna leave that on there?
I'm gonna leave that on the table.
But those are 2 main facts, man.
Man, I ain't gonna fight you with that. I ain't gonna fight you with that. Women definitely go through maturity much faster than men. and that's because they're the providers. If women take care of the kingdom.
I say women are more the nurturers. Men, I think, are more the providers.
That's why I feel like women
They
should
hold
never
it down.
pay.
They hold it down.
That's why I feel like women should never pay alimony. Facts.
Women should never pay alimony?
Facts.
Never.
No.
Never.
Never.
Never is a strong word.
Well, you just talked about roles. And if he's supposed to
That's
provide
another
for
episode,
that-
though. That's another episode. But that's a strong word for never, man. You just can't throw that loaded word out there like that.
But this is a good transition to our third segment.
Okay, what's the
Because
third?
we was just getting on it.
Okay.
Jay, I need your opinion on this one because this is a big one. Love is love, right? So I want to let the people know what your connection to love is love is. Tell me about your highs and lows. Tell me about the things that you wanted to do. Just give me a statement that's really going to speak on love is love.
Speak on love is love. Love is universal, man. Like, I think it's up to each person to define what they love. Because it's funny to me how somebody would be like, yo, I love cheesecake. Then they say, I love my mama. And it's just like, that feels like two different things. You know what I mean? But it's like, to me, I think like you could feel passionate and you could mistake love for lust. Or you can mistake love for a fixation. And I think it's just a matter of how you're really defining what love is and how you're categorizing love. So to me, love is love. I think love is universal. I think you should give more love than you get back intentionally. And that's where I'm at.
I just want to know your highs and lows for the day.
Oh, okay, my fault. You asked me two different questions. All
Highs and
right.
lows for the day.
Got you. All right,
man,
so that's
see, I
on me.
got a speech.
My fault. So
Just give me
my
a sentence, brother.
All
A
right.
sentence, brother.
my low of the day.
You gonna start on low?
is-
You're not gonna start on high?
You gotta start on low, and
right,
then you
cool.
gotta build up.
You do you. I'm gonna do me.
Right. My low of the day is, and this goes back to Gamora, I feel like I worked a little bit too much, a little bit more than I was able to love the loved ones in my life. Family, girlfriend, life, friends. I feel like I wasn't able to give and express that kind of love as much as I was able to give to my career. Sacrifice. My high,
Just give me a statement. Just give me one statement.
my high, waking up.
Waking up. Waking up. Cannon, what about you, man? High and low, statement. Give me what you got.
Man, the low,
How did he sign?
it was something, man. My dog, I got a dog, man.
Wait a minute. When the hell you got a dog?
Man, I got a dog, little bulldog box, man. Looks
I
adorable.
don't know why you puffed out your chest when you said
Adorable. It's my son. It's my son. But he damn near shit in the house today, and it smelled god awful.
Well, that's what they do.
It smelled like somebody died in my crib, and so that was terrible. But the high, man, I felt some love at my school, man. People showing me love and just
Because of the
this past weekend, man.
So tell the people about Buffalo again. Just give you was where at.
Oh, so I was in a mock trial competition, invitational, for like about 32 or so schools. Bunch of big talent out there: Harvard, American, Fordham, Wisconsin, Temple.
You got a trophy?
We didn't get a trophy, but we made it to the quarterfinals as an Elite 8 team, and so that was the farthest run we ever had in our 7-year mock trial history. So that was pretty dope.
So you made history.
We did,
Congrats.
and so that was pretty humbling, and so I got a lot of love off that, and that was a good, honorable moment. Felt blessed to be on that squad. But the statement, man, I actually got this from Bob Marley. He says, "The truth is, everyone is going to hurt you. You just got to find the ones worth suffering for."
Everyone is going to hurt you. You just have to find the ones worth suffering for.
Yeah.
Bob said that.
Bob said that. I didn't make that up. Bob said that. And for what that meant to me was people ain't perfect. People are humans. Bullshit damn near synonymous with humanity. So you just got
Bullshit bulldogs.
Yeah, I got a bulldog. Bullshit bulldog. Yeah. So you just gotta realize, who am I willing to stick it out with, because they just trying to figure it out too. We all just trying to figure it out.
I like that.
I think that's a great segue to pay some bills. I don't know how else to go ahead and go off of that. But let's go ahead and pay some bills, man. Please, let's go ahead and do that.
You gotta pay the bills.
And as we get our attendant in here to give me the paper, 'cause I don't know where they at, but slacking. Well, we're new here. We come out, we do our thing, and then we leave. But this advertisement is brought to you by Mr. Delete the Debt. Mr. Delete the Debt is a blog post brought to you by Anthony Hartzell. Him and his wife paid off $114,000 in less than 2 years. That's a
lot of money.
That's a whole college degree.
Almost on illegal.
That sounds like moving
the right way
into it.
Sound like Ozark.
That sound like a movie.
His job to help you get out of your own way financially, pay off debt, and get on to your larger financial goal. The average amount of debt per household is $139,000. This includes student loans, credit cards, and payments. This program does not include any mortgage payments. I'll repeat, this program does not include any mortgage payments, but it's something to really get on. This is beyond their scope. Nevertheless, they are here to advise and provide counsel and resources. So, to contact Delete the Debt, go to www.mrdeletethedebt.com. Once again, that is www.mrdeletethedebt.com.
That can help a lot of people, man.
I think so. I really do think so.
I believe it's some crazy stat like more Americans than not are living in debt, right?
Well, yeah, I think we need to go ahead and get some research on that, but I believe that is definitely
Just going off the averages.
So I'm gonna go off mine because this is a good part to say my love is love statement. I'm just gonna say the same thing I always say to make sure everyone understands what this is. Comedy is life. Comedy is life. Laugh.
Facts.
Because if you're not laughing, you're crying. And if you're not crying, you should probably go to the doctor, to be perfectly honest.
Get that shit out.
you need to get that out. Something got to leak and you're not leaking. So that's what it is. We just had our wrapped up. We wrapped up the Cubby 3rd episode.
Hey.
I'm glad you guys are here.
Trio.
Jay came in here.
Still moving.
Still shaking.
3?
I do want to say we're going to have our launch party pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's coming up this weekend, November 16th.
Yeah.
We're going to do a lot of things. We're just going to show love to the people. It starts at 9:30.
Okay.
We want people to come out.
How should the ladies dress? They need to know. They need to know. I hear this every time. What should I wear?
Be grown, man.
Be grown.
Be grown.
Be grown.
No sneakers.
Be grown like you're trying to do what?
Be successful. Do the things that you need to do, and they'll probably catch a little something.
Shoot your shot. 2K18.
Well, 2K19 out now. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
That was a fact.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So please, if you're listening to that, more than likely this is going to drop on the day of our launch party. If it does not, you already heard about it. So this is the Cubby. I want to just say thank you once again. Jay's in here. This is the first time in here, so we're going to clap that up.
Clap, 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 clap.
We're gonna come back and we're gonna do different things. But thank you for joining the Cubby. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. We're everywhere. We're on iTunes. We're on Spotify. Check us out on Instagram at the Cubby Cast. Once again, that is at the Cubby Cast. Hashtag the Cubby Cast. Hashtag the Cubby. And we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep shaking. So all right, y'all. You guys have a good one. Bless.
All I know is young gon' get it. And forever get money is the me shit. Gotta get up off the corner. My mama told me get up off the corner. Cause I was selling crack, I wasn't rapping. And crack paid the bills.
Yo, somebody showed me the song Sensitivity. I told y'all it was a song.
That was Ralph.
It wasn't by Gil.
Ralph Tresvance.
Yeah, Ralph. It was Ralph.
Yeah.
Sensitivity.
I don't know if that's the melody, but I don't know if that's the melody, but I know he got a song.
That's Gil or somebody else.